Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're good to go to fight Plant 42. And I could have done this by either having one health item and bringing along the grenade launcher, but I've decided to take an extra healing item and only have the shotgun. So it's going to take, I think, about 9 or 10 shells I'd predict to kill him. But Plant 42 on this game, he's kind of got this shell, this hardened shell that when you shoot him in that state, he won't take damage. So you've got to time your attacks, and it's an interesting boss battle, but it can go wrong and can be annoying. But well, I've fought worse bosses in games before, so let's see how it goes. This is where the red book goes anyway. Starting to actually wonder what I'm going to call this on YouTube when I do it. Is it going to be Resident Evil Remake, Remaster, Xbox One, Jill, normal mode playthrough? You know what I mean? That's a bit of a mouthful, to be honest. I'm sure I'll think of it. But I've also saved the game for the first time as well, ladies and gentlemen. Just before I clicked record. So there's his tentacle attack. And there's the jism attack as well. Kind of hard to see where he's dropping that. But you will hear him. Oh, we're on caution. I didn't realise. Oh, he's knocked us on caution. Fucking hell. And there, if you look at the top of the stairs, it's one of the poison pods. Kind of looks like a puckering anus. Dear Lord. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That can poison you, basically, if you stay in the same place. And Jesus Christ. So that's not the boss finish, but it's the end of the first part. And I knew that he'd hit me quite a few times, that's why I brought along a second healing item, but I was just determined not to lose any grenade rounds on him because I want to save them. I could have also taken the self-defense gun, which is a one-usage weapon. It's got one bullet in it, and it's pretty damn powerful actually. But it takes an inventory slot up just for one hit, and I usually use it on Plant 42, but I couldn't be arsed bringing it along. I'm guessing 2 more hits should be enough. But those poison pods though, if you stay in one place at a time, they'll hurt you, so fucking hell! And typically, I've never seen this part go as bad as this. And he has taken a hell of a lot more ammo than I thought he would do. But that's the consequence of me not bringing the grenade launcher along. I knew that would be the case, but fuck him. He's done. But there are some bosses in games that irritate the life out of me and I just think are terrible. This guy irritates the life out of me, but I appreciate the actual the battle itself because there's a lot of things going on there. You've got to stay on the move. You've got the poison pod, you've got the tentacles, you've got the jizz that he spits out. And I'm not just saying it, but that's among the worst it's ever gone for me. I have done it before, only being hit once or twice, but that was appalling. It would have been over quicker if I'd have taken the grenade launcher, but I'm stubborn and I didn't want to use that ammo. And also in my inventory I've still got the wind crest out because I'm going to get the magnum now.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
So we've also got the helmet key now as well. Which I think there are 4 doors you can unlock with it. And also the Spencer family emblem key. We'll be saving Chris in this playthrough as well. I'm trying to think where the MO disc is, the first one. Oh, I know where it is. So we've got hunters in the mix now. They have invincibility frames, and also they do a swiping attack at you, where when they hit you, it can take a good 5 seconds for you to be able to hit them back. I'm not even joking. It's pretty ridiculous. With no more shotgun shells. That's pretty terrible. I thought we'd have a bit more, but we don't. I think I'm going to go and get the magnum now. This is unnecessary backtracking, but this is a consequence of my pathetic gameplay so far in this playthrough. But this is probably, for me personally, one of the hardest moments in the game. And I'd say we're about 50% of the way through the game now.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad! Brad! Shit. It's broken.
She said the exact same thing before during a cutscene. I don't know why, but in the remake, Brad tries to contact you a good 3 or 4 times. Pretty sure it's only once or twice in the original. That radio is indeed broken, ladies and gentlemen. We know that. So we've got dogs in this area, and that chased me more ferociously than I've ever seen it chase me before, but of course, this is the playthrough where everything's going wrong. But something I can guarantee you is I'm going to get hit by this last snake. Now, it'll be the last one, and there's an RNG chance it poisons you. And I don't think it has done. But I would love to know if there's a way... It's not me on caution. Fucking hell. It seems almost impossible to avoid that, but I don't know. Either way, it's incredibly cheap. But there is a blue herb in this area here with dogs, so... should be okay. I killed 2 of the dogs here. There's only 1 left. It's probably one of the reasons why we're quite low on shotgun ammo, but I think Barry might have replenished us with some extra loot here. He certainly has. Got a battery pack, an aid spray, and most importantly for me in this particular area, he's given us some grenade rounds. But we're going to go back and get the magnum here anyway. Now, I didn't need to do it this way because we will go past that Lisa Trevor part again. But I'm leaving it a bit late by that time, and I don't use the magnum at all, really, until the end of the game. It's incredibly powerful, and at times I do feel inclined to use it because I'm pretty certain it one-shots hunters as well. I think there's zombies in this area. Oh, that's shit. I knew there were zombies, but usually I don't have to dodge them in this manner. I can see this going badly, but fuck it. I'm here for the Magnum. And then we get 3 more crests, which we have to insert into the indentation on the left. And then we get the Magnum. But we have to painstakingly examine all 3 before doing so. Which is kind of annoying. I don't know why you have to examine each one before putting them into the indentation. I don't know why you just can't do it off the bat, but there we go. And I'm pretty sure you can use them in any order you want. Doesn't matter. Well, there it is. A Magnum revolver. And it feels incredibly special to use it on this game. Just juke that motherfucker. Good stuff. I know it's time to be introduced to the hunters, and I think, I'm not 100%, but I think I've got 2 Magnum bullets in the inventory box, and I always have a surplus of Magnum ammo by the end of the game. So these 2 first hunters here, I'm kind of wanting to hit them both with a Magnum just to keep myself safe, because the last time I played this game on normal difficulty with Jill, I got wrecked by a hunter coming up in this very room. Went on fine as well, which is pure bullshit, but that can happen. But I'm really happy that we've got the grenade rounds, because on the original Resi, if you've got 3 grenade rounds in your gun and you try and use the acid rounds or the incendiary rounds, you can't do so. It won't let you do that until you've wasted all your ammo in the gun. But on this, it doesn't matter. And I can now put 12 bullets in that. That's really good. But these are regular grenade rounds. They're not as powerful as the acid or the incendiaries. I don't know what way I'm going to do this. I don't know which doors I'm going to unlock. First with the helmet key. But I'm going to get the fuck away from him. And I am going to try and kill these 2 with a Magnum ASAP. That is absolute fucking bullshit! That is fucking bullshit! That is fucking bullshit! I don't know if you're aware, ladies and gentlemen, but that's fucking bullshit. Absolutely fucking unbelievable. Remember what I said about the gameplay and the gunplay being the worst thing about this game? There's another example. Invincibility frames. It's nothing new with the hunters on any Resi game, but especially on this one. And it's a real pain, and it shouldn't be happening, quite frankly, but there we go. Very annoying. So the Magnum does not one-shot the hunters. And not only that, but they have invincibility frames where they don't get damaged. And that's not really acceptable in a survival horror game. And there's another one?! There's another one that takes forward shotgun shells. I'm sure there's usually only 2. So why he's there, I'll never know. Even on hard difficulty, I don't remember there being 3. game's kicking my ass. Certainly not an easy game, this. But I think the hardest in the series is Zero, and then Code Veronica after that. Of course, Code Veronica doesn't have a difficulty. And I think that hinders the game somewhat. It would have been cool to put an easy and a hard difficulty in there. But just by its nature, Code Veronica is definitely one of the hardest games, by default I should say, in the series. But Zero on normal difficulty, I'd say is harder than Code Veronica. So you can imagine what it's like on hard. It's absolutely brutal. You know, they're quite challenging games at the end of the day. I've watched people play the old Silent Hill games on the hard difficulty, and I think the Resi games are slightly harder because you get less health and mistakes are punished big time. So that's why it's all the more infuriating when you get shit like invincibility frames and whatnot. Well, I'm not great at this game, even though I love the Resi series. I'm a lot better at some of the other Resi games, but what I will be good at is articulating to you guys why I'm not happy with certain things and stuff like that. But we've got the eagle. And of course, if you play the original, you'll know we need the wolf now. That's the tombstone of Mr. George Trevor. Obviously, I'm not going to read all the documents in this game, but you'll know how important that guy is to the story of Resi. And there's the worst placed shotgun shells in the game here. Watch, I'll show you why. Because there, yeah, it usually takes a few goes before you can actually get them. Because those boxes are in the way. And that happens quite a lot in Remake and Zero in particular. And it's frustrating. It really is. Yeah, fair enough. I was already past that spider and he still jizzed on me. I could have been knocked onto caution there. I've got defensive items. I've not got many shotgun shells, but I'd really like it if I could free up an inventory space. So you know what? I'm going to hit these two zombies with the shotgun. Because now I can put those two shells into there. I'll actually use the defensive item on this guy coming up, actually. Whichever one, the battery pack. For the first time in the playthrough, that was actually me deciding to use that on him. Like, I'm not bothered. There we go, we've got a dagger. Right, we've got a few more enemies around here. We've also got a battery, which is used for the courtyard where the elevator isn't working. That is a key item. Some magnum bullets, possibly, and a defensive item. So, hopefully I can take everything here, and then I'm ready to fight Sammy the Snake. Sammy the Snake is probably, I would say, personally, the worst boss in the game. Like, they nerfed him completely. In the original, the Snake is really difficult to fight. But on this, it's probably the easiest boss. But obviously, nothing's been going right in this playthrough, so I'm expecting it to go terrible. But yeah, I'm going to use that green herb. And then I'm going to take these magnum... Oh, they're not magnum bullets. Those shells look green from here, but they're not. They're more acid rounds. And I'm probably going to leave those shotgun shells there. It's with a heavy heart that I do so. I might go back for them if I need them. So let's use the helmet key here. We're making progress. I think these zombies have despawned as well. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I going here? Oh, yeah. But once we get into the cave area of the game, it takes quite a while from here to the caves, but the lab, you're in and out within 15 minutes. It's kind of a shame, really, because it's such a cool area of the game, but it doesn't take long at all to get out. Anyway, we don't need that eagle medal for now. I'm going to use that mansion key. I'm going to do some housekeeping. And I'm also going to put the green herb back in. The acid shells, I'm going to make 12 of them now. Look at this inventory, it's messy. It's Lionel messy. And I don't think I'm going to pick up a health item because there is a green herb on the way to Sammy the Snake. So I should be fine. So we'll do that puzzle there with a helmet key when I get back. Use another jewellery box. And you get the red gem. You've got to put in that. There's actually a herb there, but I couldn't really stop for it because of the crimson head. I will probably get it on my way back if I've been damaged by the snake, which is a possibility, and I can take it then. But I do believe there are 2 green herbs coming up anywhere. So I think there's one more usage of that helmet key on the other side of the mansion. And those are the 2 green herbs in question. Good stuff. Sammy the Snake. I like to get a free shot on him there. I'm going to hit him one more time with the grenade launcher, then we'll specifically use the shotgun. Just going to see where he's at. Chase his tail. That's the easiest way to kill this motherfucker, in my opinion. And I hit him there, I really did. And again, he hit me. I don't mind him hitting me once. That should have counted, but it didn't. Okay, the auto aim there, absolutely appalling. The auto aim appalling again. That's why I've got a problem with auto aim in these games. It doesn't always work. That's fucking bollocks, that. It really is fucking bollocks. And there you have it. He hit me twice, which is pathetic. But really, with that boss, it's just a lack of patience. I know that his attacks surprisingly don't do that much damage, considering he's a massive fucking snake. There are other enemies in the game that do more damage than him. But, yeah, it's just a lack of patience, really, on my part, though, getting hit. But you've got to auto-aim and aim for his tail as he's going round the box. But I know I've got spare herbs to deal with it, so it'll be fine. But that boss is completely nerfed and very different as well to what it is on the original, and in a different location as well of the mansion. But I should be able to get this green herb without the crimson head getting me. Although saying that, that other fat zombie is on the move. Like, the Crimson Head will be stood still completely now, but that zombie, as you can hear, he's moving. So if you leave it too long, he'll probably be in your way as you try to get through this door. So there's the wolf medal. I'm gonna pop a green herb, get me back up to fine. And this fat fucker's got me! That fat fucker! That part is always very tight and very close. But unfortunately there, he just about managed to get me. But at least, I mean, the most important thing is that the Crimson Head didn't get me, because obviously they deal quite a bit of damage. That was close. Usually it goes right, but typically on this everything goes wrong playthrough. It didn't. I'm also going to create a blue and a green herb here. I think I've already got one, but those snakes outside, if they poison you, it's a huge pain in the ass. I've not got any shotgun shells at the moment, which is pathetic. But we are ready to head to the other side of the mansion once I do this jewellery box puzzle. And then we will be as good as ready to go into the cave area of the game. Which looks a hell of a lot better than it does on the original. It looks so bad graphically on the original. And hopefully there's some shotgun shells in here as well. Let's find out.